What's up, everybody? This is Steve Infante, and I'm cooking up trouble. And on this episode, I am going to be making a coffee and cocoa skirt steak over a spicy polenta and finished with sauteed green beans.
So with a skirt steak, you're going to need to do a little tenderizing because it is a tough cut of meat. So I got my handy dandy tenderizer here, and we're going to have at it for a little while. So I'm putting together this very unique rub for the skirt steak, and it's got black coffee, cocoa powder, sugar, and of course, as always, a little S&P. So now that I have this great dry rub, I'm going to go ahead and very generously rub it on the steak, pat it in nicely, and do both sides. Now that skirt steak is going to have that bitterness from the coffee and the sweetness from the sugar and the cocoa. So what do we need? We need heat, and we also need some creaminess. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a layer of spicy polenta underneath it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a cup of water, a half a stick of butter, and this crazy hot concoction that has jalapeno, habanero, and a little bit of serrano and white onion. And that's all going to go into this pot. We're going to get it heated up, and then we're going to add the polenta and some cream and some Parmesan and and a few other tricks up my sleeve to make that hot, spicy polenta to go underneath that sweet skirt steak. All right, I got a super hot skillet, and I got my meat here all marinated and dry rubbed and ready to go. This is going to be a big, huge sizzle. So back up. Here we go. Now, skirt steak is very thin. It does not take very long to cook, so you got to keep your eye on it the whole time. You want it to be that really nice medium rare and that really nice pink or almost red inside. Now we're going to let this great, gorgeous, flavorful skirt steak rest, and we're going to deal with this polenta. So now that we have the everything boiling here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some milk, a half a cup of milk, get some creaminess going, add a little Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to slowly whisk in the cornmeal for the polenta. So now that the meat is rested, we're going to go ahead and cut it. And the key to cutting a skirt steak is you got to cut it on the bias so you can really and truly get a good look at the color inside. You can see that perfect, absolutely perfect medium rare color. Now it's time to plate. So we're going to take this beautiful, spicy, creamy polenta. And we're going to layer that on the bottom. And we have to be very careful that we don't make a mess. And look at how gorgeous. And look at all those peppers in there that are waiting to just sizzle in your mouth. Now we're going to take this gorgeous skirt steak, that gorgeous medium rare, and you have to very gently. Notice how, because it's on the bias, you can really get to appreciate the gorgeous medium rare color that goes on there as well. And last, we're going to take a few of these green beans and just finish this bad boy off. And we want to make sure that we get some height for the presentation, so that it looks simply amazing. And that, my friends, is how you do it.
Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SteveInfante1, hashtag CookingUpTrouble, hashtag SteveInfante. Also, follow my YouTube channel at Cooking Up Trouble.